From Storm Tracker 6, this is Forecast First, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
Well, it was a beautiful day across the area today. Plenty of sunshine, nice blue skies, and very comfortable conditions overall. Right now we're into the 50s, 58 degrees in Lansing and Grand Ledge, 56 in Jackson, 55 degrees in Hillsdale. Those clouds, though, are slowly making their way back into the forecast. Satellite radar is showing some showers moving into the Grand Rapids area. That's ahead of our next weather system, and that's going to continue to bring the chance for maybe a showers and maybe a rumble of thunder throughout the evening tonight and into tomorrow. But as you can see, over the next 12 hours, we do stay dry until really early in the morning tomorrow morning. Then our temperatures start to warm up as well. I'll have the details and when you'll need those rain gear coming up in just a little bit. 6 News at 6 starts right now.
WLNS is here for you, celebrating 75 years of bringing you the news with 6 News at 6.
As the Trump administration continues federal funding cuts, the effects are trickling down to mid-Michigan. It's our top story at 6. Thanks for joining us. I'm Rachel Ramsey. A researcher at Michigan State University says not only is her funding for breast cancer research stalled, grants are also frozen. Taryn Simmons spoke to that professor. She's here for you now with more.
Yeah, Rachel, I spoke to a researcher who studies how the environment and lifestyle impact diseases. She also does drug discovery research to discover new medicines to treat cancer, specifically breast cancer research. She says these possible cuts are personal because her mother was diagnosed with breast cancer back in 2016.
40% of American individuals will get a cancer sometime in their lifetime. For breast cancer, it's 1 in 8 women. So we stand to lose more lives if we don't continue the work.
Associate Professor Jamie Bernard says breast cancer used to be a deadly diagnosis, but now with earlier detection and better treatment strategies, professionals can save a lot of lives. But she says the funding for breast cancer at her institution is at stake.
Our grants are frozen. So I've had a research program that was funded by the federal government to study breast cancer, and I have that grant ready to be renewed, but it's not getting reviewed. So there's no way that that can be funded.
She adds the federal funding is also stalled.
The Trump administration is in court right now to fight to cut funds to the universities for things that support my work or support other cancer researchers' work.
Bernard says her lab has been given millions of dollars worth of grant money in the last 10 years from federal funding to do their studies and to train their graduate students. She says the federal grants are crucial to research facilities.
A portion of our federal grants go to support pieces of the university that are critical for our work, like core facilities. So every researcher doesn't have to buy every single piece of equipment that we need to do our studies. We can share it with other people.
Bernard says her students will also feel the impact.
Normally, I would be taking new students into the laboratory in the fall. And with the frozen funds, I'm not sure that I'm going to have the resources available to train additional students in the laboratory.
Bernard does add that when research is paused at the university uses bridge funding to help support research labs in the future. Rachel, back to you.
Thank you, Taryn. And lawyers for the Trump administration are urging the Supreme Court to reject an emergency request to temporarily block deportations of Venezuelans that the administration believes are criminals. Christian Benavides is here for you now with the latest.
Lawyers for the Trump administration are urging the Supreme Court to allow the deportations of Venezuelan men they claim are criminal gang members to continue. The deportations remain paused while justices consider the matter. The administration's filing came hours after a rare weekend ruling by the justices, which halted deportation flights. The migrants are currently being held in a central Texas detention center. Maryland Senator Chris Van Hollen recently returned from El Salvador, where he met with Kilmar Abrego Garcia. Justice Department officials have said Abrego Garcia was mistakenly deported to a prison in El Salvador last month in what they call a clerical error. Van Hollen appeared on Face the Nation on Sunday.
Because when you trample on the constitutional rights of one man, as the courts have all said is happening in this case, you threaten the constitutional rights of every American.
Van Hollen said it's time for the Trump administration to adhere to the Supreme Court ruling and facilitate Abrego Garcia's return.
Go to court, stop tweeting, and put up or shut up in front of the judges.
President Trump used Easter Sunday as an opportunity to attack those questioning his deportation measures. In a post to Truth Social, the president wrote, "Happy Easter to all, including the radical left lunatics who are fighting and scheming so hard to bring murderers and well-known MS-13 gang members back into our country." The president will take part in Easter celebrations Monday in Washington. Christian Benavides, CBS News, Miami.
Well, today is 420, the National Cannabis Holiday, and for those who partake, officials are reminding you to not drive high. AAA says regardless of whether cannabis is legal or prescribed, driving under the influence of marijuana is illegal and extremely dangerous. The auto group added that when you drive high, your reflexes, focus, and decision-making can all go up in smoke. If you plan to celebrate 420, find a safe ride home before taking any impairing substances. And Capital Area Transportation Authority, or CATA, offered limited services today in honor of Easter Sunday. The Spectran office just closed for the day, and normal routes and services will resume tomorrow, April 21st. We have a full list of CATA routes and changes on our website, WLNS.com. New York City's Easter parade was a hit today, with the crowd wearing colorful hats lining Fifth Avenue for the procession and the Bonnet Festival. Everyone was wearing their most festive headwear and marched by St. Patrick's Cathedral in Manhattan. This tradition goes back to the 1870s and is the largest Easter parade in the United States. The parade stepped off at 10 a.m. and ended around 4 with packed streets.
From Storm Tracker 6, this is Weather First, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
Honestly, that looks like a lot of fun down to do it into New York City, but for today we saw some sunshine here as well and some very nice weather in the forecast. Take a look at our pics on 6 right now. We're seeing sunshine with flowers sent in by Julie Davis, and if you would like to send in your picture, send it into WLNS.com/share to send in your picture, and maybe you'll see us here or see it here on our show. Overall today we saw some beautiful conditions. Temperatures were into the 60s today. We had a very chilly start this morning with temperatures into the 30s. Right now we're around 58 degrees. We're seeing still some very beautiful conditions outside, temperatures into the 60s, feeling like after a high of 61 and a low of 36. Down into Jackson, temperatures got into the 50s today, around 59 degrees, a little bit cooler after a max wind of about 25 miles per hour and a low of 35 degrees. And final stop, Hillsdale, still seeing plenty of sunshine. Temperatures into the 50s, 54 degrees, 57-degree high, and a low of about 40 degrees this morning. As you notice, we're seeing a lot more clouds in the forecast. That's as our next weather system moves in. And there are some showers off to our west, but those are going to stay mainly to the west and a little bit north. We could see maybe a little bit of some showers overnight tonight, but the big bulk of this rain is going to start to move to the north. We're going to see this system right here that is down into southern Illinois move into our area rather quickly into tomorrow. But this high pressure system has been keeping us dry for the day today and providing those very nice conditions. Let's time this out for you. As you see for tonight, we'll continue to see just scattered cloudy skies, and then as we head into the day tomorrow, right around the morning commute, that's when you're going to need your windshield wipers and even umbrella or rain boots, as we do see the scattered rain showers moving in. And then as we could even hear a rumble of thunder within this as well. Moving out, that area will move out rather quickly, and we'll be left with some partly cloudy skies as we head into Monday night. The next thing that we need to worry about is going to be the winds moving into Monday afternoon and evening. But once we head into Tuesday, pretty nice weather returns to the forecast. Those winds, though, gusting up to 20 to 30 miles per hour for tonight. Already noticing a little bit more gustiness as you head out the door this evening. As we head into tomorrow morning, the gusts will be up to 40 miles per hour and could be a little bit stronger, but as that low pressure system moves out, we'll continue to see gusts calm down as we head into the day on Tuesday. But for the rest of the night, we'll continue to see temperatures into the 40s, around 46 to 47 degrees, with those scattered showers possible. Mostly cloudy skies. Heading into the day tomorrow, we'll see mostly cloudy skies, showers in the morning, clouds and windy conditions, temperatures into the 60s or even into some of the upper 50s. And we're going to continue to see this warming trend as we head into the upcoming work week, with a chance of showers here or there each and every day. It's not going to be a complete washout, just the chance for a little bit of a sprinkle. But take a look at our temperatures. We're into the 70s almost consistently until we hit the weekend, which our temperatures do drop because we have a cold front moving through, which could bring some showers on Friday.
Thank you, Kelsey. And we have some Easter fun facts for you throughout the show. And starting out, the largest chocolate Easter egg is over 34 feet tall. I mean, I can't even picture that. That's insane.
That's so funny and so weird sounding.
I know, right?
I just want to see it put together and want to see how many people it takes to put it together.
Truly, that is really interesting. Yeah, and we'll have more for you throughout the show.